name is Rozakry Rodzaidi, and my topic today will be the difference between regulation of military aircraft and commercial aircraft. Before we go through the topic, let's recap for our background of the military aircraft and commercial aircraft. A military aircraft is any fixed wing or rotary wing aircraft that is operated by a legal or insurrectory armed service or any type. Military aircraft can be either combat or non-combat, where combat aircraft are designed to destroy an enemy equipment using their own weapon, and non-combat are usually aircraft are not designed for combat as their primary function used to transport troops and war weapons. Commercial aircraft is a type of aircraft that transporting passenger and air cargo. Such aircraft are most often used by airliner. Although the definition of an airliner can vary from different countries, but it is an aircraft that intended for carrying multiple passengers or cargo in commercial service. Okay, now let's take a look on the topic of our talk today is that the difference between the regulation of military aircraft and commercial aircraft. Let's take example as a US country. The difference between the regulation of military aircraft and commercial aircraft in US is that the FAA controls just about everything about commercial aircraft in US airspace in terms of regulation, certification, the rules. However, FAA does not govern military aircraft. The military has their own rule and regulation, but the military follow FAA regulation when flying in national airspace. In the aircraft, if the aircraft are being operated by the military operation can exempt themselves from the FAA. When operating in the US, national airspace system, they follow the same operational regulation, but as the matter of regulation, they subject to the military rules for airworthiness and maintenance. Military pilots have military pilot's license, which can be converted to an FAA license with a less paperwork, but make it difficult to transition from military to civilian flying, where you must learn a whole new set of regulations in the FAA. The airworthiness and maintenance standard for active military aircraft can define and managed by a branch of the service responsible for the aircraft. Okay, that will be the regulation for the military. Now, what is the regulation for the commercial aircraft? For operating commercial aircraft, at a minimum, every pilot should know the difference between this part of Federal Aviation Regulation, where is Part 91, General Operating and Flight Rules, Part 131, Rule for Scheduled Air Carrier, Part 135, Rule for Commuter and On-Demand, Corporate and Government and all helicopter ops, and Part 141, Rule for Flight School, and the last Part 142, Rule for Training Center. Talking about Part 91 of the FAR, apply to the general aviation and some commercial operation aircraft. Some commercial operation will operate under Part 91 rule. They choose to stay Part 91 instead of using the Part 121 to save money. Part 125 has strict training and maintenance requirement. Part 91 are least restrictive regulation. However, if you want to fly passenger for higher, then the FAA would need you to know the Part 135, which is applied to the commuter and on-demand operation if you are flying or hauling passenger and cargo. You are working under an approved Part 135 operation specification. This is an official document for the FAA which establishes your company officially as a Part 135 operator. Part 131, Part 141 and Part 142 also have operation specification. The ops spec are what allow company to deviate and certain CFRs. With all this regulation, what does it mean to the future? So the world is witnessing significant growth in the advancement and the commercialization of unmanned technology. While the current status remains, the UAV are largely operated by the military and segregated from the civil airspace. Commercial players are employing UAV for various purposes. In countries such as US, UAV are deployed by the Homeland Security Forces for surveillance operation and border patrols. With proliferation of UAV for civilian uses, there has been increasing calls to integrate the UAV into the civilian airspace. Significant progress has been made in this respect in the countries such as US, UK, and Israel. Already in the US, United States, UAV are allowed to operate in certain civilian airspace under carefully monitored by the FAR, Federal Aviation Administration. Okay, what is the benefit of all this regulation in terms of the military aircraft and commercial aircraft? This would mean that with all this regulation, this will provide the rules and safety for all the aircraft and to give them the knowledge of what to do and what they don't have to do. So with this regulation, it will help a lot of people by understanding how the aircraft works.